Hey everybody, and happy Thursday. One more day till the weekend. Woo! Whew, it has been a crazy busy week for us, and I am so grateful, so I'm not complaining. I'm just saying. So, I could use a little yoga right now. Between dealing with Sasha's craziness and everything that's going on at work, and everybody wants things done like that at the last minute, it's been a bit. Okay, so we're gonna do some yoga. Woohoo! And what shall we do tonight? Well, let's start with the magic yoga cube and see what it tells us, and we'll go from there. Woo! It went all the way into the corner of the room and gave us downward facing dog. So yay! Hey, Miss Kelly, glad to see you here. All right, so I'll put the magic yoga cube up and put my glasses down, and we're gonna start with some sun salutations. I've got my Namaste shirt on because I'm feeling kind of animalistic today. You never know what is going to happen when I am involved. Just remember that as we go through this practice tonight. Don't be surprised by anything. Just saying. All right, so let's come to the wall. Oh, I gotta start my little clock over here. There we go. Let's come into mountain pose, bringing the feet hip width apart or wider. Outside edges of the feet are parallel. Arms down by your side, palms are open. Nice deep yoga breath. On your next inhale, taking your arms up, interlacing your fingers with the index fingers pointing. On the exhale, we're going to bend to the left. Inhale back to center, and exhale, bend to the right. Inhale back to center, separate your hands, soften your knees, and fold forward. Oh, that feels so good. Oh, goodness. Let your head lead you on the inhale, rise to standing, palms coming together, hands into your heart. Step to the wall, extending your arms fully. On the exhale, we're going to come down. On the inhale, we're going to come back up. And then we'll inhale and take the left leg back. So we're in a high lunge on the right side. And it would appear that Miss Hobbs has joined us as well. Hey, evil twin. Inhale, coming back up. And on your next inhale, take your right leg back. Oh, lengthen through the heel. Breathe. Inhale, stepping back up. Exhale, walk out into half down dog. Stretching out your back. Inhale, coming back up. Push away from the wall. On the inhale, take your arms up. On the exhale, fold. Inhale, hands to the shins. Exhale, fold. And inhale, rise back to standing, hands into your heart. On the inhale, sweeping your arms out to the side and up to the ceiling, interlace your fingers. On the exhale, we're going to bend to the right. Inhale back to center, and exhale, bend to the left. Inhale back to center, separate your hands, soften your knees, and fold forward into your standing forward bend. Oh, breathe. And Deb says hi, and I say hi back. Let your head lead you. On the inhale, rise back to standing, hands into your heart. Step to the wall, extending your arms. On the exhale, bending the elbows, coming down to the wall. On the inhale, straightening the elbows once again. Or straightening the arms too. Yeah, elbows are attached to the arms. Inhale, let's take the right leg back. Breathe. Lengthen. Inhale, stepping up. And on your next inhale, take your left leg back. Oh. And then inhale, stepping back up. Exhale, walking out into half down dog. Flatten your back. Lengthen the tailbone. Inhale, coming back up. Push back away from the wall. On the inhale, taking your arms up. On the exhale, fold. Inhale, hands to the shins. Exhale, fold. And inhale, let your head lead you as you rise back to standing, bringing the hands into your heart into Anjali Mudra, down by your side and back to the top of your mat. Coming back into mountain pose. Really rooting your feet down into the mat, feeling the mat support you. Breathe, relax your shoulders. On your next inhale, taking your arms up, palms come together. On your exhale, soft knees as you fold forward, and I literally almost fell over. Coming into Uttanasana, standing forward bend. I just got a little enthusiastic about my standing forward bend, and I wasn't paying attention, and I had my eyes closed, so that's a bad combination. Taking your hands to wherever you're comfortable tonight, whether that's the back of your legs, the mat, block, your shins, if you prefer to be in half standing forward bend. Just let your head hang down. Nice deep breaths. Yep, just breathe, breathe, breathe. Then we're going to bring the hands down to the mat. On your next inhale, taking your left leg back, keeping the heel lifted or setting it slightly down on the mat. Root down into your right foot. Inhale and rise into Warrior One. Virabhadrasana 1. You know, when you almost fall on your face going into standing forward bend, that's really not a good omen. Just saying. Oh, goodness. It's a wonder that I've made it this far, you know? I'm such a klutz. Nice deep breaths, the body's at center. Then right knee is stacked over the ankle. Then we're going to exhale the hands down to the hips. Step the back foot in slightly. Straighten the front leg. Level out your hips with the front of your mat. Bring the hands behind you, either interlacing the fingers or pushing the palms together. On the exhale, we're going to lengthen towards the floor. And I'm thinking Debbie just made a smart aleck comment to me, but I don't have my glasses on, so I can't read it, so ha. Whoop. See, and then I almost fell over again. I'm having issues tonight. It's all good. I'm afraid to look up to the ceiling, so I'm just going to look straight ahead tonight. Oh, and it sounds like Miss Sasha's getting started. Goody, goody. Let's exhale the hands back to the hips. We're going to step the left foot in to join the front. So we're back into mountain pose, Tadasana. On the inhale, taking the arms up once again. On the exhale, folding, bringing the hands down to the mat. Then we'll inhale the right leg back. Keep that back heel lifted or set it slightly down on the mat. Root down into that left foot and inhale, coming up into Warrior One. Wow, I made it all the way up into it. Amazing. Just breathe. The body is at center. Nice deep breaths. And then we'll exhale the hands down to the hips. Walk the back foot in slightly. Straighten the front leg. Balance out the hips with the front of your mat. Hands behind you, interlaced or pushing towards one another. Lengthen the arms to the floor and look straight ahead or up to the ceiling. An extended intense side stretch. We're showing our bodies a little heart-opening love tonight. So that's some good stuff. Like to show ourselves some love. And then we'll exhale the hands back to the hips. Step the right foot in to join the left. And the curiosity is killing me, so I'm going to put my glasses on. Oh, Joyce is here. Hey, Joyce.
I thought it was Debbie making a smart aleck comment. Sorry, Debbie. Not that you'd never do that, but, you know, I didn't call you, shouldn't have called you out this time. All right, so for balance tonight, we're going to do, since we're opening up the heart, baby dancer. Yeah. So if you want the wall, go ahead and get to whatever wall you're going to use. If you want to use your strap, you're welcome to do that. Or if you just want to be in the middle of your mat, that's cool as well. See, now I got to look because Debbie said something. Oh, Joy said hi again. Hi. Hi. Okay, so when you're ready, find your focal point. Strong left leg. Get your breath. And then we're going to take the right foot in the right hand and we're going to open up into baby dancer. Woo. Just breathe. Keep your focus. And remember, if you fall out of it, you've got to start from scratch. Then whenever you're ready, release your hand, release your foot, and switch to the other side. Okay, so find your focal point once again. It's nice, strong right leg, engaging the thigh. Grab hold of the left foot with the left hand, and we'll open up. Nice deep breaths. When you're ready to come out of it, release your arm, release your leg, and it's time for unicorn pose. Ha ha! Like I said, you never know what's going to happen. All right, so we're going to come about to, not the middle of the mat, but kind of close. And we're going to take the feet out wide, turn the toes out, bring the hands into unicorn or prayer, whichever you prefer. We're going to go into garland pose. So remember that if you can't do this, you can come down to the mat in downward facing dog, or you can just get down there the best you can. I'm going to move you down here so you can follow along. And who has joined us now? Miss Brenda. Hey, Brenda. All right, so we ready? On the exhale, we're going to squat down. Coming into garland pose. I'm just going to leave my little friend right there. See, you never know what's up my sleeve, ever. And I'll have to tell you the story on this later, so not right now though, because we got some yoga to do. Just breathe. If you want to sway back and forth, you can. Feels good. Ah, yeah. And then we'll bring the hands down to the mat to assist us down. If you want a cushion for your knees, go ahead and get that. I've got my blanket folded in half, so that will be my cushion. Bring my unicorn with me, because we don't know what he's going to do. But he might do this. Shooting rainbows. All right, how you doing there, buddy? Okay, so what shall we do today? Well, I think let's do camel. I'm feeling kind of animal-like. So I got my llama, I got my unicorn. So we're going to do camel pose. No hissing or spitting, though. Well, I guess you could, because you're by yourself, and so you won't hit me. So let's come to kneeling on our knees there, or standing on our knees is what we call this. Obviously, we're kneeling. I'm losing it, man. And I haven't even had any wine yet. So what's it going to be like later? Bringing the knees to about hip width apart. We're going to bring the fists to the lower back and guide those elbows in. Now, y'all know on camel, Ustrasana, you can do any variety of parts to this pose. So you can have your arms certain ways, you can go all the way down to your heels, you can use your bolster if you want. So whatever you want to do, whenever you're ready to go. On the exhale, we're going to push those hips forward and then go wherever you want to go. I'm going to go all the way down to my heels and drop my head and open up my chest. But don't close my eyes, or else I'll probably kill myself. Not intentionally. Keep breathing. Whenever you're ready to come out, inhale, coming back up. And then, it's getting hot here.
Bring your chin into your chest to open up the back of your neck if you have released your neck back during the pose. And if you're still in it, that's fine. Just kind of start to wrap it up a little bit. I can't stay in that as long as I used to, so, you know, getting older. What are you gonna do, right? Okay, so Miss Unicorn, you're female, see? She's pink, which is why I wore my pink today, so we could dress alike. So I think that she wants to do shoulder stretch on the blocks, and I'm guessing that none of y'all will complain about that. So let's bring the blocks out in front of us, either to the high side or the medium side, and bring the hands together onto the upper back. Then you're gonna bring your forearms, or your biceps, triceps, whichever they are, your upper arms onto the blocks and make any adjustments that you need. Oh, now I got unicorn butt in my face. That's no good. Let's turn her around. Hi there. We don't need no unicorn butt. Just breathe. Stretch out. So remember, when you're doing shoulder stretch on the blocks, it's very individualized and you kind of need to play around with it. So some days you might want to let your head hang down between the blocks. Other days you might want your head to be kind of neutral and leveled out with your back. You get a different stretch that way. So, you know, it's your practice. Play with it. She's giving me the stare down. So much fun. So much fun. And then we'll exhale and come back up. Move the blocks off to the side. All right, so we're gonna come onto all fours because the Magic Yoga Cube said that we're gonna do downward facing dog. So that's what we're gonna do. So we're going to spread our fingers wide, middle fingers forward, knees underneath the hips. On the inhale, drop the belly and look up to the ceiling. On the exhale, bring the chin into your chest, round your back. Keep moving with your own breath. Moo. Meow. Stretch it out. Oh yeah. Just stretching your back. Oh, that feels so good. On your next inhale, turn your toes under. On your exhale, move back into downward facing dog. Oh, goodness gracious me. Soften your knees to get your hips up in the air. Head is between the arms. You make that shift with your torso back towards your legs. Breathe. Then we're going to inhale, coming out into plank. So bring your feet back and together. Nice deep breaths. Pushing into your palms. On the exhale, drop your knees. You can either come through 8-point or you can shift back towards your heels and then come down to the mat. I gotta move my friend here. So if you're gonna go through 8-point, you're going to glue those elbows in, buns stay in the air, inchworm your way down to the mat. Once you're there, I gotta shift back into sight now. We're going to come into Cobra. So make sure your hands are at the base of your chest, the elbows are glued in, tops of the feet are flat, the knees are lifted. Let the breath and your hands raise and lower you. Keeping your belly button on the mat. One more deep breath, and then we're going to exhale down, and we're going to bring the arms out in front of us, crossing your arms on top of one another, and then rest your forehead there. Turn the toes out to opposite sides of the room. Come here, little one. And if you want to bend your knees a little bit as we go into crocodile pose, feel free.
And Kelly will go ahead and give us the crocodile sound, which is basically that. And we're gonna rest. Just feel the breath in your belly. How are you doing today, huh? We're nose to nose, me and the unicorn. Yeah. I love your pretty pink and silver horn and hooves and ears. Yes. Just breathe. And we'll bring the legs back to their starting position. What do you think? Bring the hands back to the base of the chest. Drop the knees. We're going to push up onto all fours. And you can come into child's pose or happy puppy. So, of course, y'all know the drill. Child's pose. Your toes are going to be together. Knees are going to be wide. Rest your hips back toward your heels. Just trying to see who all was here with us. If you want to come into happy puppy, keep that butt in the air, the better to wag it with. Hands way out in front, melt the chest and forehead down toward the mat. This could be unicorn pose. At least in the graphic that Debbie put up today. So if y'all don't know what I'm talking about, go back and look at the post I made last night announcing today's class, and there were unicorns involved. For those of you who are feeling confused right now. Just breathe. And then we'll exhale, walk the hands back in. I'm gonna move my blanket off to the side, and we'll come down to seated. Whew. Good stuff. She's gonna hang out on the bolster. There you go. Except I'm gonna kind of need that in a minute. All right, so let's extend the left leg onto the mat, flexing the foot. We're gonna bring the right foot either to the inside of the left thigh or to the shin. Excuse me, Miss Unicorn, but I need to borrow this. So you can sit on the blocks. How's that? There you go. All right, pull those bums out from under you. Butt luggage, going on a trip. Fingertips out to the floor beside you. Inhale, let's bring the arms up, palms facing one another, lengthen coming out of the waist, and exhale, fold from the top of your thighs into head to knee pose, Janu Shirsasana. Oh, good stuff, man. I'm telling you. Good stuff. So, of course, take your hands to wherever you're comfortable tonight, whether that's your foot, your shin. I'm looking at my leg going, what part of my leg is that? The mat. You can use your strap. You can use your unicorn, if you have one. I gotta give you a name. Because the name we currently have for her is not nice. There's a story. Just breathe. Then we'll exhale, walk the hands back in, bring the right foot flat to the mat, the right hand to the mat behind you. Inhale the left arm up. Exhale, we're going to twist to the right into Marishasana 3. Ah, that feels so amazing. And then we'll exhale, turn forward, extend the right leg onto the mat, bring the left foot into the thigh or the shin, pull the buns out, going on the second half of the trip, fingertips to the floor beside you. Inhale, let's bring the arms up, lengthen coming out of the waist, and exhale, fold. Once again, taking your hands to wherever you're comfortable tonight. Try to keep your back flat and your neck neutral. the breath going. Exhale, walking the hands back in and bring the left foot flat to the mat. Left hand behind you. Inhale the right arm up. Exhale, twist. Oh yeah. Oh my goodness. Just keep the breath going. And then exhale, we're going to turn forward to release it. And let's take the legs out wide. Whew. Gotta move all my stuff out of the way again. Pulling the buns out from under you. Feet are flexed. Bring the hands to the mat in front of you. On the exhale, we're going to walk forward, coming into Upavista Konasana. Wide leg seated forward bend. And you can keep your hands to the mat. You can take your fingers to your big toes. Whatever you want to do. If you want to rest on your forearms, you can do that. And of course, if you can work your way down to the mat and you care to do so, by all means, have at it. Right? Corny? Corny for a unicorn? Maybe not. So after the practice is over, a little bit later, I'll post the story of the unicorn, and then maybe we can all think of some names and name her, because she doesn't have a name. She's a nameless unicorn. And that's just sad, isn't it? Yeah, I know. I can almost picture Debbie and Kelly right now laughing hysterically while they're trying to do wide leg seated forward bend. Because you just never know, do you? Nope. Never know what I'm going to do. Then at the end of your next exhale, walk your hands back in. Let's release the feet to the mat one at a time, widening out the knees, grabbing hold of your knees. We're going to inhale and pull up between the legs. Relax your shoulders onto your back. And then exhale, and we're going to bring the soles of the feet together. Adjust your heels into or away from your pelvis, depending on how you're feeling about that tonight. And then take your hands around your ankles or interlace your fingers around your toes. On the exhale, we're going to pull down into bound angle, Baddha Konasana. Doing that from my favorite mermaid, Miss Beth. Down to up. Once again, keeping your neck neutral. So you should be looking out in front of your toes, not down. Just saying. And then we'll exhale, coming up, and gently bring the knees back together. And we're going to come down onto the mat. So you can scoot your buns up and then come down onto the mat. Would you like to stay there on the blocks? You look pretty comfortable. Okay, so you're going to stay there for now. Ooh. Oh. Well, wait, y'all can't see her, so there we go. All right, so once we're down on our backs, let's bring the feet underneath the knees and to about hip width apart. So your ankles are lined up under your knees, and your arms are going to be down by your side. Palms are flat to the mat. I can't see the screen, so you're going to have to move. There we go. Pushing into your feet and your hands. Inhale, lifting the hips into easy bridge, Setu Bandha. Make sure you're hugging the knees toward the midline of your mat. Release your chin away from your chest and breathe.
Nice deep breaths. And since I'm feeling very animalistic tonight, we're gonna do fish pose, and especially since it's a heart opener, and we're doing heart openers. So we're gonna prepare for fish. Interlock your thumbs under your body. On the exhale, release your upper body onto your arms. Unlock your thumbs, palms are flat. Extend your legs out in front of you and point the feet. Now on the inhale, we're going to lift the upper body, resting on the forearms and the elbows. And then on the exhale, you're going to release your head back. You can gently rest the crown of your head on your mat, or you can keep the crown off the mat and really open up the chest. Your choice. Just don't go crushing your neck. That would be bad. Breathe. And we're going to inhale, looking back up, and exhale all the way down. Release your arms from under you. Bring your feet back flat to the mat. Bring the knees into the chest. And you can rock in cradle rock, or if you prefer to go into happy baby, you can do that. Oh, yeah. I forgot egg pose. We'll do it in a minute. Then we'll come to a stop, uncross the legs, so we just have the knees into the chest. You can either grab hold of your knees or wrap your arms around your legs. On the exhale, we're going to bring the forehead up to the knees, coming into egg pose. And of course, you may not get into this tight little wad that I'm in, that's fine. Do what your body tells you can do. And then we'll exhale all the way down. All right, take the feet down to the mat. We're going to cross the right leg over the left. Take both arms out to the side of the body. On the exhale, twisting down to the left. Anchoring that top foot somewhere, whether it's the outside of the leg or, oh no, I'm thinking of revolved abdomen. Never mind, you're good. I am losing it tonight, man. If you want to take your left hand to your right thigh or knee to give yourself a little bit of extra weight, feel free to do so, or you can just leave your arms extended. Shoulders should be as flat to the mat as possible. You can look up to the ceiling or over your right shoulder to extend the twist. This feels good in my gluteus maximus. Oh yeah. And my hip. And we'll inhale the knees back up, uncross the legs, and now we'll cross the left leg over the right. On the exhale, twisting down to the right. And once again, if you want to take your right hand to the left knee or thigh to give it a little bit of weight, feel free to do so. And if you want to continue the twist all the way up into your neck, look over your left shoulder. Otherwise, you can just look up to the ceiling. And I can look at the unicorn. Hi there. And we'll inhale the knees back up, uncross the legs. Let's bring the knees back into the chest one more time. Bring the soles of the feet together. Interlace your fingers around the outside edges of the feet or grab hold of your ankles. And then we're going to pull the heels down and into the pelvis in bound ankle. So once again, for my favorite mermaid, I'm going to bind her up. Then we'll release the legs back down to the mat. And you guys will get ready for Shavasana. All right, so get all the props that you need, whatever you're going to use tonight, and take your legs out to the width of the mat, feet and ankles falling out to the side, and resting your arms either down by your side or on your belly, whichever one you want to do. And you're going to close your eyes. Bring your breath back to its natural rhythm. And just relax into your mat.
Let's start to bring our bodies gently out of Shavasana. Getting some movement back into your body. When you're ready, rolling to one side and resting for a breath or two before coming gently back to seated. Back into easy pose, Sukhasana. Then we'll bring our hands into Anjali Mudra. My final thought for tonight, since we were visited by my unicorn, is that the greater your storm, the brighter your rainbow. So remember that when things are not looking so good, which for a lot of people is right now. Thank you so much for joining me in my practice tonight, and your practice tonight, and unicorn's practice, unicorn pose. I hope you have a wonderful evening. Namaste. Love you guys.